Hi guys, my name is Steve B. I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes today about staying sober for today. Glad to come to you guys. It's a beautiful day today. In the shade, it's like just right, just right. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Sorry, sorry again. But hope you're doing well on this beautiful. It's a Wednesday today. It is July 20th, 2026. And I'm down at here at the park, at my favorite spot. And I just finished my walk. I'm sweating actually. You know, I had to do a few things, so I was going to blow off my walk, and JC came by and he got me off my lazy butt, and I walked with him. I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he did that because it was a nice chat, but I need the exercise too. I don't want to start blowing off my walks. I want to start doing. I mean, I get up early enough in the morning. I get up at like 5 in the morning, so I could start doing push-ups, a few, sit-ups, a few, and then my walk, and I'll be like getting the full thing. Yeah, maybe I'll start doing that. That's a real good idea. But I thought I'd talk to you guys for a few minutes today about the little things. It's like I was just sitting there over there, and I saw this butterfly come in and a dragonfly over his head, and I'm thinking that's a little thing, but it's a big thing. And I'm at the place where I think the little things are the big things. The little things that put a smile on your face, that make you a little bit happier, that bring joy to your life. I I don't know. I find that the older I get, the more I'm interested in. I want to know. I want to know everything, and there's no way I'm going to know everything. But in this day and age, when we got our phones, you got the world at your tips and fingertips and your phones. I mean, you have access to any question you have about anything, anytime, anywhere, and I'm I don't know. For me, that's like wow. Okay, that's. And I'll get a thought in my head. I'll say, well, what is the answer to this one or that one? I'll just look it up and find out. Then I know. Today is Wednesday. Like I mentioned, it's July 20th, 2026, and it's a beautiful day to be alive. I've never been in this day before. I've never experienced it. I'll never experience it again. But I'm here to talk to you guys that here I am experiencing it. It's living proof. But yeah, I'm down here today, and it's just an awesome day to walk. I walked, got my walk in, and you know, I'm selling tickets to the picnic too. We're having a picnic August 2nd, and I don't know. I got up early in the morning and I counted, the money, and I made a deposit in the bank this morning, and then I came down here. I figured that was going to be the everything I did today, but not quite. I got my walk in. I'm talking to you guys, so I'm getting a little video in. I'm going to get a meeting in. And the meeting's going to be great. Yesterday, we got kind of poured on, so we went to Dunkin' Donuts and had a meeting with a bunch of us there. That's nice too. That you could switch that up and say, look, they're taking over. They got the pavilions, the kids. So let's go to D&D and just hang out there for an hour. And we did, and that gives me a good feeling that we could do that. Uh, you know, um, you know, but the little things. What do you remember? You remember the little things. Remember the little things, like my Mediterranean cruise when I went on that. and going to Israel. That was like that's going to be part of the cruise, but it ended up being a life changer for my life and coming to Jesus and finding Jesus when I went there, and then he's been with me ever since. You know, the little things, the little things, um, the little, like somebody that shows up. Like for instance, a couple weeks ago, my friend, we used to call him Mustang Dave because obviously he had a Mustang. He had this freaking dynamite red Mustang, and he showed up one day. Another guy called me up and says, I got a surprise for you. Someone's going to be at our meeting today, and it was Dave. Dave's one of my favorite people, and that was what I would call a little thing that wasn't so little. It was big. It was big, and you know, so like it's good when you pay notice to those things that happen, or you check out, like looking in an area or something. I've done that even down here too. You see an owl. How often do you see an owl? Or a bear, or a bald eagle. I was down here one time. I was sitting in the meeting, and we were ending. I think it was the Lord's Prayer, and I looked up in one of these trees. There's a bald eagle in the tree. You know, the little things that are big things. A kind word, or a nice gesture, or a compliment to somebody who normally you wouldn't do, or you're surprising them or spoiling them with, like going on a pizza gathering, or having a new person show up at your meeting, and they're a nice addition to it. Um, like I don't know, it's funny, we don't know what to expect on a given day and a given circumstance or anything like that. Like for instance, I don't know how the meeting's going to go today, but that's part of the excitement about it. Might go good, might go fantastic. It might be one of those little things that kind of make your day. Like for instance, yesterday I chair a meeting at 4 o'clock, and I'm sitting there in my chair and I'm thinking I don't want to go. I really don't want to go. But I went, and it turned out to be a fantastic meeting. I heard some great stuff. So I didn't want to go, but I'm glad I did, because that was one of those little things that turned out to be a pretty big thing. Um, and summer's flying by, so guys, sit tight and kind of like slow it down a little bit with your emotions, and I gotta too, because sometimes I gotta rush through everything, and before you know it, it's like, where did all that time go? Um, I think we're supposed to appreciate time the way it is and not rush it along. I uh, I had a friend that told me one time that he said that drinking was fun because it made time go by fast, and it did. But why do you want time to go by fast? Why don't you want to enjoy the time that God gave you and make it last? You know, this day's never going to be back again. It'll never be, ever, ever, ever. It'll never be July 20th, 2026 anymore, ever. It's a one-time deal. You know, in the shade here is so freaking beautiful and so nice. It is so nice. It is, wow, great. Live for days like this, you know. And but stop and enjoy the time. Stop and, what do they say? Stop and smell the roses, or appreciate the sunshine. You know, it's just life. Life is a one-time thing, man. And then we go on to our next life, but and I don't know what to expect there, but I expect I'll see Jesus when I get there. You know, and yeah, he. One thing is for sure, you know, at the end of this one, he'll be there at the beginning of the next, and I can't wait to meet him, spend time with him, to lavish over him, you know. And guys, you know, I don't know what you're gonna do today, but enjoy. If you're outside, enjoy this beautiful weather. You know, it's just fantastic, fantastic. And guys, I would really appreciate it if you give me a like and subscribe. And please leave a comment. Love to chat with you about anything. God bless you all. Love you.